What's up? It's Trey again. I'm gonna do this video. I'm still working on the John boat build. It's an all aluminum boat, and I'm gonna do a full video once I get the whole thing done. I don't want to share too much of it yet. One thing I wanted to show that worked out pretty well for me yet. I haven't taken it out on the water, obviously, but I'm trying something new. All the videos I've seen, you take your marine plywood and or whatever you can that is not. You do not use treated lumber on aluminum, or you're going to cause a chemical reaction. It's going to eat through the hole and totally you'll have a bad day. But anyway, as you can see, I bought these panels. These are not treated lumber. And I used this item right here. I got all the other parts and stuff back there behind the saw and stuff. But this is called a Mapelastic CI. Anyway, it's a waterproofing membrane. I got this at Flooring Decor, and it was you use it when you paint the walls, and it'll dry up to this reddish brown color. It'll go on pink, and then when it dries, it's brown. It'll let you know that it's fully cured. But anyway, it was designed to go on showers, and then you put your tile on it, and that way, if the water came through the grout, it would seep through the bottom, through the bottom. Anyway, so I'm trying on this. This stuff is still pliable. It doesn't crack. Like some of the videos I saw online, it said use some sort of epoxy, clear epoxy coating or something like that, which is fine. Everybody's kind of does their own thing. But the epoxy stuff, man, you can't really bend and maneuver epoxy. And I'm gonna be walking on this stuff. The whole boat has got aluminum tracks on it, the decking system, all that kind of stuff. And this is just a side panel, so it's not going to have a lot of weight on it. That's why it's so thin. But still, this thing is, I just wanted to show you, and I'll show you how it goes on. But this stuff right here, for the core, I think it's like $40, a gallon. And like I said, it's like a lavender pinkish color. I'm a dude, I don't really care. And all you do is paint it on. It's easy stuff. Paint it on. And this stuff is completely waterproof. I ran a hose on it, and the wood underneath stayed completely freaking dry. Alright, and that is what I did on all of my panels, on all my decking boards and all that kind of stuff. Then I used the carpet glue and then put the exterior out with the carpet. But anyway, see, all right, so it'll go on pink. When I paint it on, when it dries, that's what it's going to look like. And I'll do about 2 or 3 coats and make sure there's no exposed wood left. And then I'll go ahead and I'll put my carpet glue on, and then I'll put my carpet on, and then make sure you use your stainless steel or your galvan or whatever. You want to use your staples that are not going to corrode in water. Water will destroy your boat more than water. Sun and water. That and being drunk and stupid and drunk fishermen. But anyway, sun and water is what looks good. But anyway, I wanted to kind of show this because this has been a game changer. And this stuff is already starting to cure. See the color change? This whole thing will dry in like 30 to 40 minutes, and you can do your next coat. So while I'm doing the electrical or doing something else on it, or doing yard work, I'll paint a coat, let it cure or dry, and then I'll come back and paint it again. The directions said it fully cured, probably a little bit longer, but as long as the skin is dry, you can handle it and do whatever you need to do. But it dries so much faster than paint or any epoxy treatment. I wanted to kind of share that. That way, if you're doing any, I also use it when I'm installing doors and windows too. I'll paint the inside of that to make sure it's waterproof. So because this stuff is way cheaper than using zip tape to do your windows or your doors or anything like that. But anyway, just food for thought. That's kind of what I'm using, what I'm going with. Don't be lazy. Go to the gym, make yourself look good, and Christ is king.